But for an aircraft, we can compare it with some vehicle which is riding in the land only. We're not just thinking about only the what are you gonna say, the lithosphere. We are also thinking about sorry we are also thinking about the atmosphere conditions, weather forecasting, and you should have the courage, the decision making skills, the in-depth knowledge about your aircraft, how you can operate it. So what all are these things you should know? So that are, let me just okay, coordination, timing, control touch, and speed sense. Whenever you have a question from this, you should write these four things. Okay, first you just wanted to strike them. You should say that this is an misleading analogy, since then aircraft is a three-dimensional environment. So we need a in-depth knowledge and type of motor skill development that is more sensitive to their situation. So I hope my friends got it. So yeah, so first we should know these things: coordination, timing, control touch, and speed sense. I'm not gonna read it, I'm just going to explain it to you guys. After the class you can just read it all over, or if you want you can by heart it. Okay, so I'm not preferring you to by heart. Yeah, just understand the terms and you'll be able to get it. So, what is coordination? We should have the communication skill and coordinating with your subordinates or the ATC guys or anyone. We should have the coordination. That doesn't. I think it's a misleading, guys. It's analogy which is misleading. That means that not only means that it's regarding all the communication. Yes, it does, but also it is the ability to, like, you as a pilot you should operate your hands and feet together subconsciously, and you should have a proper you should have a desire, you should have a precise knowledge about the outcomes and results in the airplane. You should know what are we gonna get when we, for example, there is a turbulence, what are you gonna do, if you cut through it, will you be able to succeed? You should know the probability of it. That makes sense in the word coordination. So if you don't understand, just take it. Then timing, what does it mean by timing? So basically it's like timing is the muscular coordination at the proper instant to make flight, and all maneuvers and constant smooth process. So timing means you should know the routine work, we could say, the maneuvers with regards to maneuvers, and also the making flight in a smooth manner without any lag, anything else. You should have a routine. That is the muscular coordination here mentioned. Then comes the control touch. What does it mean by the control touch? It's kind of like sense of action of the airplane, and to understand or the knowledge, its probable action immediately regarding altitude, attitude, and speed variation by sensing the varying pressures and resistance of the control surface transmitted through the flight controls. Control touch means if you are able to understand from your aircraft's movements or any fluctuations in the pressure or the temperature, you should be able to understand what is happening to my flight, what is happening to my aircraft and whatsoever. Then, speed sense. What does it mean by speed sense, guys? It is the ability to sense and react to reasonable variation of airspeed. Speed sense is very easy. Like if you are able to understand or comprehend the variation of your speed, the nautical miles, we could say. If you are able to understand it, it's the speed sense. So these are the four things you should know: coordination, timing, control touch, and speed sense as well. So we have completed, successfully completed. Just clap for you guys. Big applause to complete this. Okay, so just come to this part. I'm sorry, this part comes with this part. What is this? So, figure 1.1. Primary and intermediate flight training teaches basic airmanship skills and creates a good foundation for learners. So if you're able to understand the basic airmanship, we have learned about the control, coordination, speed sense and timing. Yes, right? So if you're able to understand, this flight training teaches the basic airmanship skills. And it will be a good foundation for the learners. If you're starting from the basic things to the upgraded level, that would be better. I've always recommended you that. So, an accomplished pilot demonstrates the knowledge and ability too. So this might comes in the form of Q&A, or you could just you could expect the question answers in different manners. It's unpredictable and uncertainty is filled in it. So we can just, in whatever way it is, we will tackle it. We will tackle it, right? So yeah, if a pilot or an aviator is professional and determined, and a person who knows, who is having an exegesis, someone is asking for an explanation, they are getting an amazing answer from them because they have the in-depth knowledge in it. So how they will express it? So this is an important question. An accomplished pilot demonstrate the knowledge and ability too. So here is it: access the situation quickly and accurately and determine the correct procedures to be followed under the existing circumstance. Predict the probable results of a given set of circumstances or of a proposed procedure. Exercise care and due regard for safety. Accurately gauge the performance of the aircraft. Recognize personal limitation and limitations of the aircraft and avoid exceeding them. Identify, access, and mitigate risk on an ongoing basis. So we could understand how important is it or to have these qualities to a pilot. A pilot who is having an in-depth knowledge and ability will perform these following things. Okay? So the first thing is access a situation quickly. If whenever he has got into an obstacle or anything, he can access it. And also, he can accurately and determinedly correct the procedure. And also, under any existing circumstances, he can tackle the problem and then just go on with accurate procedure. That's done. Okay, now we're going with the predict and probable results of a given set of circumstances or of proposed procedures. So the pilot should understand the circumstances or a proposed procedure. He or she should know the results, the probable results of any circumstances, as I've said earlier. Then, exercise care and due regard for safety. Hazard, it's a very important and poignant factor for a pilot. He or she should understand and regard for the safety and also for the care. And the third thing comes accurately gauge the performance of the aircraft. And also, the pilot should understand or gauge the performance of the aircraft. He or she should understand the performance of the aircraft accurately and precisely. There comes recognize personal limitation and limitation of the aircraft and should not exceed the limitation. It's very important to a pilot that he should know that. What is my limitation? What is the limitation of my aircraft and all the in-depth knowledge? In a nutshell, we could say he or she should know what am I or what is my my aircraft specs. Okay, I hope you got it. Then, last but not the least, identify, access, and mitigate risk on an ongoing basis. Whenever he has got into any obstruction, he or she should know how to mitigate it and also get away from the risk. So we have completed that as well. So the next session would be a small thing about the airmanship, and then we will just go into flight instructor. Then we will say some flight characteristics and some all about the airmanship. Now, if you want, please tell me you need any detailed explanation or just a summary. I could also make summary for you guys if you need any quick revision or something. It would be better to use the summary part. Thank you. Have a nice day. We can meet. Other day. Bye.